Right, we are rolling when you're ready.
Leigh Jones, Performance Director of Scarlets. Really excited and privileged to be given the opportunity. I think for the last 5 or 6 years I've been managing high performance platforms at both within Hong Kong and Leicester Tigers, and the opportunity to help develop people, whether they be coaches, support staff, I found it really thrilled and excited me. So the opportunity of being able to do that here at Scarlets, again, just enthuses me. That comes back to people. I really enjoyed the last couple of years developing people, whether they be coaches, support staff, just allowing those to be the best they can be, to reach their potential. I get a great deal of satisfaction from that. Early impressions, Scarlets are doing what they've always done. They've produced some prodigious talent, and they are continuing to do that. My job is to help support that. If we can get some of those youngsters through to the first team quicker, and then produce more, we'll get a success. Absolutely. So it's about producing more talent and getting it ready sooner. I'm only too aware about the Scarlets support. I've been on the wrong end of 2 cup final results against Scarlets in the Bristol Stadium, and then with Newport. And when I look back on the success and failure of those days, it was that Scarlets crowd. Yeah, so I know how vociferous they can be, I know how supportive they are, and I hope to be the right side of the crowd rather than the wrong side. The key to success was hard work, but for me personally it was a real eye-opener. Working with Eddie, it's the first time I've probably evidenced what a world-class program looks like. And it was privileged to be a part of that program, and as you quite rightly said, it'll probably be remembered for the win against South Africa, which is a lovely memory to have. But for me, more so, it was about the only team to win 3 pool games and never qualify. So, but in general, lots and lots of great memories, the understanding of a world-class program, and that's something then that Steve and I managed to generate and put in place at Leicester Tigers. I think it's a 2-part answer. The experience in Hong Kong, I think at 60 something, made me realise that I'm perhaps losing contact as a hands-on coach. Therefore, I refocused my attention into the 6 club coaches. They've got a fabulous little initiative in Hong Kong whereby the 6 top club coaches are part funded by the union and part funded by the club. I was responsible for their development, so it allowed me to step back from the hands-on coaching and develop those guys. I found I really enjoyed that, and it was a great experience in terms of starting that process. I then carried that to Leicester. I've worked very closely with Steve Borthwick and the coaches at Leicester Tigers in trying to develop those. We were pretty successful there. I like to think that I played some part in that contribution. So it's a very similar role to the one I see myself undertaking here at Scarlets. It's lovely to be home. The plan always was to come home. It's great that I can reconstitute my knowledge and help develop another group of young coaches. Another good question. I think I'm pleased with some of the hands-on coaching experiences. Obviously the result against South Africa is memorable. The fact we got Japan into the top 10 of World Rugby is memorable. The fact that I've got Ebervale, Newport to 2 cup finals and lost them both. Bittersweet memories, nevertheless. I think more latterly, if I'm being honest, it's about the development of people. You know, I look at Dwayne Peel. I think he's got real potential as a young coach. If I can help assist him in his development to be the best he can be, I think that's going to help Scarlets, and it's going to help Welsh rugby. And I've got a real buzz out of that over recent years. I generally work to a simple framework. 6 performance pillars. First of those is having a look at your rugby model, you know, your playing model. Then having a look at the underpinning program that supports that. Then have a look at the coaching underneath that support both. Then it's about looking at what your support disciplines bring to the table. Then we start looking at our pathways in our academy, and finally it's all underpinned by the recruitment. Now, if my role, there'll be lots and lots of good practice evident here, no doubt about that. But if I can improve each of those performance disciplines by 1 to 5%, That's going to make a big difference. It's noticeable last year that Scarlets lost 6 games by less than a score, or a score or less. Imagine if we could turn 4 of those around. All of a sudden we have different momentum. We're looking up instead of down. So if we can make the improvements in each of the performance pillars, I think that's going to have a direct impact on performance. We're then looking up rather than down. I come back to people. I've really enjoyed the development of people and seeing people attain their potential. So if I can do that, if it's directly related to the rugby coaches or the support staff, or just the support staff, everybody's helping towards the cause. So if I can make them better, I'll be pleased with that. I think it will be information gathering. I mentioned the 6 performance pillars that I feel are really, really important. It'll be about analysing each of those and seeing what, if any, improvements can be made. And then it'll be about a real specificity around the development of the rugby coaches, which includes DWAYNE, supporting DWAYNE where I can, clearing the runway for him to do the best job he possibly can so that he can maximise his potential and the potential of the team. I think that's quite easy because I've experienced it at Leicester with Steve Borthwick. It was quite clear there. He was responsible for on-field matters. I'm too old to be running around on that rugby field now, so he was absolutely responsible for everything ongoing rugby-wise. My job, to support him, to be a silent partner, to clear the runway so he can be the best he can be, which in turn will allow the team to be the best they can be. I'm really excited. I'm privileged about the opportunity to come to a club like this, the tradition, the heritage, the history. You know, I think it's important we get this great club back to where it belongs, both at URC and European level. So super excited and can't wait to get started.